Oh my God. 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 Holy, holy, holy.
Okay.
Tom, this is incredible. God, Tom, this is insane. This is the greatest thing I've ever.
Is watching adult footage in virtual reality.
She's sucking my and Tom, I have abs. Oh, now I'm her. Oh, hold on.
You don't have to thrust. You can just watch.
No, it's kind of cool. I'm on the same timing he is.
Uh-huh.
I wish you could touch her. Tom, this is next level.
Pretty cool stuff.
You should bring this to Riyadh with you.
Bert Kreischer is falling apart, and not in the fun, chaotic party animal way he likes to pretend. This is a slow, sad kind of unraveling that requires an intervention. Bert has finally completed his transition from 50-year-old frat boy into the fat, creepy uncle with a heart problem, and the numbers don't lie. His episodes of Two Bears are tanking compared to Tom's, not to mention the Summer Bears takeover that
Ah, that's an interesting comparison. The ones with Bert on them are okay, cool. The ones with just Tom by themselves have decent views, but when there's Bert on there,
are tanking compared to Tom's. Not to mention the Summer Bears takeover that crushed them both. At first I thought this was just a hangover from Chrissy and Stubby. Now I've realized that this is the new normal for Two Bears, One Cave. It's just getting harder and harder to laugh with Bert when the only thing left to laugh at is his desperation. You've probably heard by now that his latest running gag on the podcast is that they're starting an OF page and Bert plans to manage the talent. And then there's the whole VR headset obsession he's been going through that you guys saw in the intro there, plus all this other creepy shit he's been saying and doing lately. I'm going to take you through all the details, but behind the scenes there are a couple of things going on in Bert's personal life that we all predicted. Bert's wife and kids cannot stand him anymore, and it's all starting to fall apart. But
wasn't there a podcast recently? There was a podcast recently with, what's her fucking name? Did he sit down with Leanne, I think? Because Leanne's got a, what's it called? Wife of the Party, right? Wife of the Party is her podcast. And I'm pretty sure they sat down for a pod recently. I was going to watch it to do clips, but I just couldn't subject myself to watching more Bert. But I might do it for the Patreon. Yeah, I'll probably do it for the Patreon. Fuck it. Where he sits down with Leanne. Maybe I'll do a reaction to that on there. It's brutal way to get more people to join the Patreon, but I might do it. Oh, yeah.
Speaking of the Riyadh Comedy Festival, if you want to see my full breakdown and commentary on the collapse of comedy, how Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, Louis C.K., Tom Segura, Andrew Schultz, Tim Dillon, Mark Normand, and a bunch of other comedians all got exposed for being greedy hypocrites, make sure you check out the link in the description to my Patreon, where you'll find a bunch of uncensored exclusive content, including a video I'm working on right now about Theo Von's Crash Out. Also, a quick shout out to all of you who have gone over to my new channel, More Cringe, and subscribed. You guys are the best, and I wanted to let you know how much I appreciate you supporting everything I do. Like I said though, Bert's personal life is starting to fall apart. Finally, his drinking and eating have caught up to him, and his wife has had enough.
Really?
I haven't seen our cat, Our cat lives upstairs.
Fuck, look how inflamed his eyes look though. God almighty. Look at those eyes. Look how inflamed they are. The body can handle some abuse, innit? The body can handle some abuse, but look at his face.
Do you never go upstairs?
I don't know, because it's an allergy haven up there.
So you just stay on the ground floor?
I stay on the ground floor. Leanne lives upstairs. I live downstairs.
Yeah.
Like if I just had the upstairs, it would be better because I could keep it the way I had the upstairs for a while. When in our sleep divorce, I had the upstairs. I had the screening room.
What's the sleep divorce?
We're in a sleep divorce. We don't sleep together anymore.
Really?
Yeah, no, we're...
Is this because of your snoring?
Yeah, by snoring. Snoring and throwing up in my throat while I sleep. It's a lot of things.
God.
Listening to podcasts.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Does he do this on purpose to try and be like edgy or something? Bro, you're nearly 60 years old. It's not funny. It's not cute. It's not cool. Oh yeah, I throw up in my sleep.
I have a specific
way. Is the CPAP working or no?
I don't believe in those. So I had the upstairs for a while, and no girls are gone. I got a balcony. I slept in the screening room. I turn on a documentary.
You
and go to
slept
sleep.
in your screening room?
I slept in my
After you
screening. I
sleep?
loved it. I loved it. What I did is I got 2 comforters, 10 pillows, and I just made myself like a Jabba the Hutt lair. Like
Yeah, that's
just
kind of awesome.
just
That.
yeah, a jack off whenever the I wanted. So I'd hear her coming upstairs. Yeah, it's like being in high school.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was awesome.
Did you put on porn in the screening room?
I've never watched in the screening room. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to get those goggles and watch that way.
The VR stuff? It's the
Yes.
best experience I've ever had.
You done
in
it?
that regard. Yeah. The Meta one, whatever.
Is 400? How much is it?
$500.
Hey, send Kyle to go buy one. I want to try today.
Yeah. It's really good.
So, just to recap, Bert's wife created an allergy haven upstairs, scented candles, essential oils, down pillows covered in cat hair, hyperallergenic mattress covers, all to keep Bert and his reflux snoring the fuck away from her. And can you really blame her? I wouldn't want to wake up next to Bert while he's Jimi Hendrixing at 3 a.m. Honestly, my only question is, why did it take her so long? It was only a matter of time until even the money wasn't enough to save Bert's marriage. And who is Bert kidding? She's definitely got some 35-year-old toy boy climbing into that wellness sanctuary every night, while Bert's downstairs crying himself to sleep with another episode of Podcast Cringe, whispering between sobs, "It's true. All of it is true."
So then, after the party, I sit down with my trainer, Mikhail. Fucking hell! Look at that comment.
While his wife is getting her back blown out by his personal trainer upstairs. And look, if you think I'm being harsh, just remember, this is all because Bert doesn't believe in CPAP machines. Not because they're uncomfortable, not because they don't work, because he doesn't believe in them. Like it's fucking astrology or some shit. This is the guy.
The only people that say stuff like that, Brenda says stuff like that as well. Brenda, I don't believe in sunscreen, don't believe in moisture. Only really dumb people say that type of phrase anyway. I don't believe in it. Like it's a fucking like what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised about the Leanne Kreischer stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised. I thought she put up. I guess maybe she puts a good face on it. Maybe she doesn't complain outwardly. But what we're hearing now, like that whole allergy haven thing, I think she does it on purpose so he doesn't stay in a room. I'm surprised. I thought she was down for everything with Bert. But I think she purposely puts all those scented candles and makes the room pretty and whatever, or does all those things that make Bert whatever because she doesn't want him to be there. You know, she doesn't want him to sleep in the room. So I think she does that on purpose, which is surprising because I thought she was down. But I guess she puts a good face on it. You know, she puts a good front on it. But behind the scenes, she's like, look, please don't sleep near me. Please don't come near me. You know what I mean? They've got an interesting arrangement.
Guy who gets multiple vitamin IVs per week, he's on a steady flow of TRT, drinks himself stupid every night and stuffs his face with donuts and burgers, but somehow he thinks that CPAP machines are the conspiracy. This all leads into the VR headset saga. 2 middle-aged comedians at the absolute peak of their careers, sitting alone in a studio, edging each other like it's some kind of spiritual bonding exercise. And within seconds, Bert ordered one of his minions to go down the road and fetch him a headset. But Bert still doesn't understand how VR actually works. The way he talks about it, you'd think he's about to move into the headset. He genuinely believes what he's watching is real. This has massive, I think the strip is into me energy.
This is insane. This is the future.
Welcome.
Why would you
Yeah.
ever date a chick? Why would you
That's
ever
a
go
great
out to a
idea.
bar? Why would you
Yeah.
ever do anything when you can just bang tens for real? I got to try jerking off with it.
Well, not for real. It's virtual.
It feels real.
It feels real.
It feels
That's
real.
why you probably get
Bitch won't
looped
shut up.
into it.
Let me see what
You
she's
don't-
doing now.
okay.
Hang on, I'm gonna have her doggy style.
Okay.
Hey, just shut up, woman. All right, I'm gonna put her to sleep.
Okay.
Dude, I'm ready for a fucking robot chick.
Yeah, they're available, man. You can afford it. You should do it.
Dude, you can design them. They're $3,000. Should we make one? Should we make one and fucking bring it? Let's make
it
two.
feels like
Are they just trolling on purpose to try and get a reaction out of people anyway? Because he's really amping it up, or is he just on Adderall? He's just really spun up. Like, relax, man. It's not that hype of a topic anyway. Why are you this excited? I feel like he's doing this on purpose to kind of like be like, you know, trolly and stuff. I don't think he means this.
Oh, okay.
Would it be creepy if we made them look like people we know?
Yeah, that'd be super creepy.
And you're like, Sarah Tiana, come over to my house. I want you to meet my robot chick. And she's like, wow.
This is a really good idea for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
Shout out to Sarah T.
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Thrilled. So was that your first time watching?
It's my first time. I've held off all week. I've seen
moment.
I've seen in it, but it's just like you're watching a that interactive one is crazy.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah.
I would like that I've always said this for a long time, but I'd like that for a podcast where you could put on the VR goggles and sit here and you feel like you're just sitting with us talking to us.
That'd be fun.
That would be really fun.
No one wants that. Nobody wants that. People barely like watching you. They don't want to be, pretending they're sat next to you, for fuck's sake. Plus, I don't think it's going to give you the answers that you want.
Geez, Bert, it's hard enough watching the podcast through my phone. The last thing I want to do is feel like I'm actually there.
Exactly. I just said exactly the same thing.
They're in the room with you. The episodes of Two Bears with Bert get the lowest views, so his solution is to make a more immersive experience. Even his wife can't stand.
That's crazy, isn't it? That even the Two Bears 1K fans, who hate both of them, by the way, right? They are choosing to watch the ones with Tom only and not the ones with Bert and Tom. I bet you they're gonna start doing this thing where they start like trying to play the fans and start having thumbnails where it looks like it's only Tom, but it's actually with Bert. Watch. I bet they're gonna start doing that soon. I bet they're gonna start having those type of thumbnails so they get more fans to click on them, because that is brutal. The fans not watching the ones with Bert and it is fucking Groot, because he's one half of the show. How can you not watch the show because you don't like the other half of the one big half of the show? You might as well just not watch the show at all. But they're voting with their feet, I guess. They're voting with their clicks and their views.
And many more. Come on, buddy, get with the program. It's almost over. I mean, now he's even getting...
Big up Case of Moses. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of jealous of Bert's situation. Growing up is overrated. No, it is. But he's just not making the most of it, brother. Who wouldn't want to live like a child, right? Like forever, right? And not really be a grown-up and kind of act like a big, happy kid or something. He's just not making the most of it. He's like wasting it. He's wasting his opportunity. Like, he's got a wife who seems low maintenance, if that makes sense. Because most wives or most women in your life will try and get you into fucking shape. Like, fuck this shit. Either you fix up, you stop the drinking, I'm leaving. I mean, Leanne seems to be a proper trooper. He's got a wife that doesn't mind what he does as a lifestyle, seems to be game for it, and he's just wasting it. He's wasting all the blessings he's got. He's got kids that have grown up and are going to college now, so he can kind of do what he wants. He's honestly wasting it. Like, he's just not doing much with whatever he's been blessed with. Maybe he doesn't see it as a blessing, but it just seems such a weird thing to do. But I fundamentally detest the whole like adult frat boy thing. I think it's kind of pathetic and sad that he seems to be unwilling to let go of his personality that he had in college, and he's nearly approaching his 60s. I think that is incredibly sad to be that person. And it's not even like it'd be one thing if he was like a stud athlete back in the day. He wasn't even a stud athlete. He was just known for being a guy that likes to party. He's not letting go of that party person, not a party personality he had when he was in college. That is crazy. It's one thing having the party personality that you had when you were in your mid-20s or something, but he's still holding on to the idea of who he was when he was in college. That's too much for me. That shows that you're somebody that's a little bit fucked up in the head, which obviously I'd assume he would admit he is, but still disgusting.
Controlled by OF models. If you're out of the loop, and honestly, who could blame you, Bert came up with the idea in their first episode back from the summer break to start his own OF page and manage a few models that he can control and tell them what to do. Cause comedian. But unfortunately, they don't seem to be taking him seriously.
Or why wouldn't they?
It could be more dimensional than just a simple OF. I'd be open to candidly sharing procedures I want, sharing stories from my past, etc., etc. I think I'd come in more like the Tom of OF, where I enjoy the craft and experience as opposed to being driven by fame and attention like Bert. Okay.
Well, pass on her.
She's attractive. Are you seeing?
No, I'm fucking stuck on that last sentence. She really thinks that I'm just stuck on fame and attention.
Well, she's not,
It's not wrong.
she's not crazy. I mean, it was playful. I don't think she meant it like super serious. Just a little bit. Okay.
He's actually
All
pissed
right.
about that.
Is there another one we need to see?
Let's see the next one.
That's a very astute observation.
Set up my OF page, please, Bert. He just targeted you.
Well, I
Please,
think we got to
Bert.
readdress our fan.
Yeah, big up Brendan Mallory. That's probably true. He got rich with a party boy gimmick and he's scared to change and have the money dry up. That's the thing, though. The money's never going to dry up. He's probably made tens of millions off of that party boy gimmick. Congratulations. Right until the... By the way, that's a nice hat. What team hat's that? That's quite a nice hat. I like that. Ride it until the wheels fall off. The wheels have fallen off now. Get another gimmick, man. Maybe that's not the point, but it's like, Jesus, it's never going to dry up. He's got enough money. You can just switch things up a bit. It's not that deep. If anything, the switch up might extend his career. You know that? The switch up might actually extend his career. Might give him another fucking lease of life. But he doesn't see it that way.
Fans' relationships with us.
Please pimp me, Bert. It's just for you, bro.
God, he's got a great.
It's pretty crazy.
There's that awkward moment when Bert realizes in real time that he's being trolled by his fans. And finally he says, we've got to readdress our fans' relationship with us. And that right there is the problem. Bert still thinks people look up to him. He doesn't realize the comments and DMs hyping him up aren't genuine support. They're being ironic. These people aren't laughing with him anymore. They're laughing at him. And now the models he wants to exploit for content are giving him the same treatment,
Amazing.
mocking him to his face while he's too dumb and desperate to notice. This is the guy who calls a US comedy tour with 2 shows in Canada a world tour. I wish just once he'd do a full tour without hiring any of his buddies and just use local openers at every show. No tour bus, just straight up stand-up comedy with no frills. But at least Bert has a reputation for being a good father. That's one thing that no one can take away from him, right? Bert's always been there for his girls and put them first, even before himself and his illustrious comedy career.
Of course not.
If I focus my energy on something, whatever it is, I can get better at stuff. I'll start off sucky, but you keep working at it, and eventually you get... Some people never learn that.
Well, it'd be nice if they could also focus on being a parent. Like, I feel like the women stay loud because they're like, I'm a mother, I'm Mama Bear. So I'm like, it'd be nice if the dads would get off the lazy boy and be like, I'm going to help raise my kids.
They wanted to have a good life, and life just cracked them in the dick every time they made a move.
Yeah.
They got their car repossessed. Oh, Jesus. Credit cards.
There's got to be something biological, though, that makes a man not... Like, you have the pride. Bert Kreischer, I just talked about it. Like, you guys have the pride in your children. Hardcore. Like, as soon as I met you, you showed me a photo of your daughter. You know what I mean? Like, but I do feel like there are a lot of men who are like, that's not my responsibility.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's right. Bert is first and foremost a family man. He's the type of guy who doesn't drink the night before his daughter's softball game so he can be upright.
Jesus Christ, no, don't say this happened. Don't say this happened. Don't say he was hungover on the day he's meant to go watch his daughter play. So, his daughters must hate him so badly. They must hate him so much.
And early to drive her there and cheer her on. Bert's the type of guy who buys his wife and daughter's Christmas presents before even thinking about himself. He would never divulge personal information or intimate stories about his wife and kids in his comedy shows because he values their privacy and dignity above all else. When his daughter first got her period, he offered to throw her a period party just to make her feel a little bit better and make it all that little bit easier.
Christ.
So even though Bert's a drunken hack who's run out of material, his wife's banging his trainer while the cats watch, and he's one Porosos cocktail away from choking in his sleep, at least he's a good father. Just ask him, he'll tell you.
Tom is always like, I gotta get home and see my kids.
It's true. He's always like,
They're gonna fucking be.
Wow, look at how skinny he looks back then. Fucking hell. That's probably just like a week of not drinking too much, isn't it? Look how much better he looked back there. It's not even that much better, but still, compared to what he looks like now, Jesus.
Be there forever.
yeah.
Family's a higher priority for Tom. You know what I mean?
Is it though? I only shop for me. Like when I'm shopping, I only think about what I want. Like I go, what are we getting Bert today?
Like you never see something in the store, you're like, oh, that's Tom, or that's Leanne.
No.
Oh wow.
I go, I wonder if they have that in a men's size. My daughters are Leanne's children. They're not my children. They're Leanne's children. Like I show up, but like I'm just another one of her kids.
Like even if he's joking or whatever, or like if that's true, wouldn't you want to take a look at that? Wouldn't you want to address that? Like, wouldn't that bother you? Like, if you truly felt that way, wouldn't that bother you? Like, what an insane guy.
I'm the equivalent to one of her dogs or a cat.
Bert Kreischer, I just talked about it. Like, you guys have the pride in your children, but I do feel like there are a lot of men who are like, that's not my responsibility.
Oh, that's crazy.
How do you want your kids to talk about you when you're older or long and gone, right? What words would they say right now? And what words would you want them to say? You know what I mean?
What do you think they would say?
Oh, not good.
No.
I mean, I think I don't think they'd be like, he was fun as fuck. Mm-hmm. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. I loved him. He was fun as fuck. Yeah.
Why is that?
I have a joke that I've written that it happened to me. And you're the one that kind of created the joke.
Oh, he even sounds like he's fucked up, innit? Even his voice sounds like he's like raspy, like he's been shouting at concert, or he's been around cigars, or he's been smoking and drinking. He sounds like he's fucked, innit? Even his voice sounds fucked up.
It's better than anything I've ever written because the punchline is just 2 words, and I don't need to say anything other than I'm so proud of this joke. I don't love anything the way I love stand-up. The feeling, only us, meaning like me, you, Louis, Stanhope, Rogan, Shane, we only us, real, true, pure stand-ups know the joy in figuring something out and making it funny and then tweaking it to make it more funny.
There is no thrill like figuring out a joke. It is the most fun.
It's better than a phone call from my daughter. Can I tell you the craziest? Sure. Can I tell you the craziest story, Tom?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Joe Rogan's biggest achievement.
The little, like, imagine. I wonder if he's doing that on purpose because he's had arguments with his daughters. He knows they're gonna watch this. He knows they're gonna watch clips of him, or he knows they probably watch the show. So he kind of claps back at his daughters by those little fucking bullets, those little jabs. I wonder if it's on purpose. It probably is, isn't it? He's probably doing that on purpose because he knows his daughters watch the show. He probably had an argument or falling out with his daughters before. Like, can you imagine beefing with your daughters via podcast? Getting back at them because they were mean to you or something. Like, oh my God.
Is convincing everyone that he's a stand-up comedian. By far the most triggering thing Bert said in that whole compilation of him explaining why he's a dogshit father was the part where he explained the art of stand-up comedy and included himself, Tom, and Rogan with some of the best comedians in the world. That is elite levels of delusion. The mental gymnastics required to say that with a straight face is crazy. Exactly. Yet somehow, while tall and funny scientist Joe Rogan has been convincing everyone that he's a comedian, Bert's been convincing everyone that he's a good dad. And look, I wouldn't give him shit for it if he didn't brag about it all the time. These guys are the ones who overshare every single week, flexing about all these different things and then contradict themselves 5 minutes later. However,
by the way, where's Ari Shaffir gone? Is he on one of his vacations again? I feel like I've seen Ari Shaffir in a while. Is he just on one of his vacations? Let's check. Does he have an Instagram even? I don't know. Let's see. Ari Shaffir. Not seen him around in a while. Is he on vacation somewhere? What's happening? Is anything going on his Instagram? No updates on there. Okay, he's still posting, I guess. He's still posting random things, but I guess maybe he's not around. Or he's still doing his show, it looks like. Okay, so he's keeping it low. He's keeping it low key. Maybe he's just keeping it low key. He's around though. It looks like he's still around. Where is it?
It's not just the things Bert says about his wife and kids that show how delusional and out of touch he's become. Ever since they came back from that disastrous summer break, Bert's been trying to be edgy and controversial, but he just comes off as a creep. But at least he knows it. Things are just getting weird now.
I wanted to write this as a joke, but I didn't because it just seems creepy, but I don't mind telling you it. The last time I was in New York, I took the subway. Yeah. And I saw a girl holding a baby, and I was like, wow, I've gotten old. She is way too young to have a baby. And then she started breastfeeding. I was like, nah, she's not too old. And I watched her breastfeed.
Jesus, like you have daughters you have daughters too, bro. You have daughters too. Not that it should matter. You know, you shouldn't probably say these type of things even if you don't have daughters, but God almighty, brother.
Oh my God.
Sunglasses on. I was like, she's not too old. She's got to be at least 20, right? 25, 26. She put a cover on. But
you still were locked in.
Yeah, I was still dialed in. Just.
Yeah. No part of your brain was like, oh, just let that person do that in private.
No, I scooted over, sat next to her. I was like, hi, I'm Bert. She was like, I'm breastfeeding. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's your name and you're doing it. Hey, I'm thirsty. You got an extra one over there.
Yeah. That's cool. Is that one of your searches? Do you like breastfeeding videos?
No. Have you seen freeze?
Freeze?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's I'll break it down for you. Girl's having a problem with her remote control in her hotel room. And the maintenance guy comes up and she berates him, right? She's like, listen, you piece of shit. This remote hasn't worked the entire time. I've been messing with it. And he goes, well, I have a new remote. And it freezes her. And then she's like this. And then he just proceeds to undress her and
the whole time.
That's it. And then he'll unfreeze her and she'll be like, wait, what are we? And then he'll freeze her again. It's kind of interesting.
It's kind of fun because it toys with no consent.
It toys.
And did he say he enjoyed like quicksand porn back in the day, right? He was a big fan of quicksand porn when kills get stuck in quicksand and get taken advantage of. Okay, bro. Okay. Again, girl dad.
With it, but they always consent towards the end.
Right.
Like they unfreeze him and the girl's like, how did you know this is what I wanted? Yeah, you know.
Right. Freeze. Yeah, freeze.
Bert's punchline is, I'm a creep, how cool is that? But saying all that shit with 2 daughters in college is crazy work.
Exactly.
And with all that context about his wife not wanting to sleep with him anymore and his new obsession with his VR headset, this isn't some midlife crisis. He's in a downward spiral and he's going to end up alone at the end of it. Just like Joe Rogan, almost everyone in Bert's life is on his payroll. He doesn't have any genuine friendships anymore. And it used to be fun watching Bert toe the line between harmless man-child and functioning alcoholic. But now the party's almost over, the lights are turning on. He's going to end up standing in the middle of the room with no shirt on, telling the machine story to whoever will listen.
It's just getting sadder because he's getting older. That's the main thing. He's getting older, but he's not changing. He's still the same exact guy we all met on the Rogan or during the fucking Sober October. He's the same guy, but he's clearly much, much, much older. But he's not realizing it. He doesn't want to pay attention. I don't know what is going on, man. It's all over the shop. It's fucking so bad. But yeah, that bit about the breast, like what? Then I saw her breast and I realized that she was old enough. Like, what does that even mean? What are you trying to say right now? I don't know. But I am shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I am shocked to hear about the sleeping arrangements and whatever else going on in the Kreischer household. It feels like Leanne doesn't want him near him. You know, very, 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 very interesting to see how different it is, man.